Well, these are technically stuff that I like to make. I'm afraid of, I guess. Hmm. The lizard made of paper. This is my favorite one. Does works. Does work too. I missed. Dang it. I missed again, bro. I can't do that. This one took me a day and a half to make, I guess. Oh, you can't say it, bruh. I'm worried about this. First time making a video, but pretty good. Took me a day and a half to make this, but I won't say that I did a bad job. Just that I wish it was way more comfortable to hold at least. Grip, I had to use some paper and then I had to crumble it, but other than that, glued the bottom and sealed some of the handle. Not that flimsy. As a blunt weapon, I would not use this against anybody because it does nothing. All you're gonna feel is a gentle slap, pretty much. Then we have, I'm gonna do the claws for last because they look like I'm making this. Then you have this double-edged paper. Double-edged paper, sorry. This one I think took me the longest, but for something so simple, don't think it was a complete waste of time. Compared to all the other stuff I've made, this is pretty simple. Just 4 pieces of paper folded up into paper. In case you're asking, yes, you can fling it and it just lies. Apparently it flies somewhere. Let's look at the door and 3, 2, 1. Works like a charm. As you can clearly see. I'm me flinging it in the opposite direction. Main weakness is that the bottom thins out due to it being a little bit more, well, less thick. The bottom will thin out and bend. But the way I like to do it is just ironing it out and then flattening again. Flattening it again. Straightens the tip out with a little bit, but it is still bending. The top part of it, though, is sturdy as a rock, as you can clearly see by me trying to squeeze it. Top of it is sturdy as a rock, and this one will not bend as easily. I don't know what you would do with these because they're not good as weapons. You got the Halloween claws, which someone made for me. Still trying to make those, but I have no idea how I'm going to do that for next Halloween. This one looks good. I'll show you the 2 differences between the claws later. Let's just get them off. Sorry about that. Let's get these on now. In case you didn't know, I do have a truck collection. We got a truck collection of those. Call me babyish and flimsiest in the comments if you like. I like them. And that's what matters the most. You get a clear shot of my leg there. Half on that picture. Half on that picture being posted all over the internet. Don't really care. These are the ones I clearly painted, so I will have to tell you that. The ones are clearly painted, so don't expect them to be, well, worse, but actually better than the ones that I'm currently using. There's another one which I like to call the harder knife. Is it harder? Yes. But it's made by reinforcing paper on the current knife of a blade. These claws are more or less used to, like, imagine extra deals claws from Pokemon. I know I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd. Anyway, I'll show you the claws in a second. Let me show you the reinforced one with the claws on. Jeez, these are hard to control. Reinforced one's more thicker. Alright, you can't see. I may just have to take off mine to show you the reinforced one. Dang, that sucks. These claws are really hard to do. Reinforced claws. Jeez. Sorry guys for the bad view. And I'm using it. Okay. These are the claws, but the reinforced neck is way more thicker with extra tape wrapped around at the bristle. The bristle has more paper, but also being thin, making it less harder to bend, but also more thick and lightweight. Doing this makes not a claw but an elf. The claws are more flexible and more flexible. As you can see, these claws clearly look like nails. They're long and elongated, but when you look at them from a far away distance, they look very cool. I would not say that they're very, well, majestic at all, but it is pretty good. So yeah, I like these. And on to the next one. Next thing are these. These are painted from Halloween, but I had someone make these for me, so I don't like to care if I credit for these. Whoever did this, excellent job. I'd like you to teach me how to make these. Again, these were the best claws I ever used for Halloween. Except for these. These will still be my favorite in my heart since they're the first claws that I actually made. Very much. Anyway, on to the next scene. You have a good look at my bedhead. Great. Yeah. I hate not having a zoom-in camera on with the lens. This sucks. It really does suck. Oh. I never realized how deeply detrimental these claws looked. Here are the next claws, which are painted. These ones I did not make, but as you can see, they look more clawish. More excellent. These are from my clown costume last Halloween. The gray makes the claws look better, but if you want to do this, I have the artist's permission, in case you didn't know. These, in tandem to what I make, are pretty good. So if you wanted them, I can't make them, but they're pretty good. Going around for all this stuff packed into a bundle, I would say for a person to make this would cost $5 probably. They're pretty easy to make, but take time, and they're pretty tedious. I like them. Anyway, bye for now. We'll see you later. Another look at everything which we have here, and don't mind this criminal paper over there. Look at all this stuff, and tell me what you think in the comments, and bye-bye.